Horses don't grow up that quickly, and these are very well-trained ones. Imagine how much time and money gets lost every time one of these horses dies. Are they in there praying? Oh, they're sticking their butts out? Oh, they're warming their tuchuses.
They're warming their, yeah.
Yeah.
I am Rachael Hill, Assistant Professor of History at Cal Poly Pomona.
My name is Sarah Lacey. I'm an archaeology professor.
And we are about to watch Holdfast, Nations at War, all about the Napoleonic Wars.
It's a lot of nations at war here.
A lot of nations at war, like all of them in Europe. You can be a drummer boy, you can be a cavalry, you can hold a flag.
This is my dream.
All right, let's watch. Those look like French troops.
Reload! Take a knee! Take a knee! Hold your fire!
Does not sound like French accent, my
Yeah,
friend.
I was gonna say. I mean, I thought my French accent was bad.
Hold!
Far left.
Fire!
They're shooting from pretty far away.
Yeah, you don't have very good accuracy
No.
Well, I think I like that they make them so how clunky this would be, how difficult it would be for everyone to be firing at the same time. Also, these people weren't that healthy. They're starved. They're also probably 5 feet tall.
Given what we know about how long people lived generally, like age expectancy, I'd imagine they'd be pretty young, the rank and file.
Jesus Christ, we are losing men!
But it's also something you do for your entire life, right? It's not like a service that you're giving and then going back to your regular life. It's a career.
Yeah, there's going to be a difference between like conscripted troops and career soldiers also.
For the love of France! For the love of Napoleon! For the love of God! Charge!
Did people make sort of epic speeches on the battlefield in order to rally troops? Plenty of evidence that this happened.
Especially with these conscripted soldiers who haven't bought into the cause of the war, right? But you want to make sure they keep moving forward. You're going to say anything to get them moving.
Push! Show these big dogs who are the true warriors!
And there's the British in the bright red. It's always good to wear bright red into battle, right?
Yeah. Help disguise your battle wounds, right? You wash the blood.
Snoop Dogg's in our line.
What about this guy walking in front of everybody? He's about to get himself killed.
What is he doing? Because those muskets that were used so prominently by Napoleon's army and actually throughout much of Europe were pretty inaccurate. They were these sort of muzzle-loading muskets you could get off one shot at a time, maybe 3-4 shots in a minute if you were like real skilled. That's why the line firing made sense. So firing in mass made it so that hopefully something hits. Also, while you're reloading, you have the next line behind you to still fire.
Gentlemen, victory is in our grasp!
Oh, the French are victorious.
Vive la France!
Is that Napoleon right there?
Could have been. He's wearing a big hat. That means he's important, right?
Oh, you start to name this all. CEO Poop. Very mature.
Trixie was such a lovely dude. I've laughed and cried.
Well, if you can't get people to subscribe to your SoundCloud, you can come here and sing.
He got shot mid-song. And they're all yelling as they charge. That seems very un-British to me. Oh, look, it's the drummer boy.
Hey, it's important that they're building a sense of camaraderie, doing group dancing.
What is the drummer boy doing? Like, can you play as a drummer boy?
Oh, they don't have music.
Yeah, they're just like playing random electronic music. Being on a battlefield, it was actually often quite smoky because of cannon fire and the muskets and noisy. So those drums would actually be issuing the commands of the officers for everybody else to hear. Because this is before the era of radio.
I guess it'd be important then for the officers on the other side to learn the codes in the same way with people playing football today, trying to like hack the codes that are being used by the opposing team.
That's a thing. Did people hack their drummer codes?
I mean, it'd be smart.
It would be smart.
Some people take it a lot more seriously than others based on the naming.
Yeah, clearly. Some people just like to shout as they charge.
I'm sure their neighbors love it.
I'm sure. The cops called on them.
Are they in there praying? Oh, they're sticking their butts out? Oh, they're warming their tuchuses.
They're warming their,
Yeah. I'm glad that you have that like level of control. You can choose what you really want to do with your character.
Do they charge with those flags? Can you weaponize the flag? Gotta get them with the bayonet when you're that close.
I feel like that's not really honoring the flag.
I'm not sure how effective a flag would be as a bayonet, but you know, if you're face to face with somebody who's trying to kill you and that's all you have, then maybe somebody trying to use it.
The prime age military men is it's like younger people, older people, so maybe you want them to just stay off the battlefield.
Ah, I got killed!
So it's nice that they're including color guard on here, right? Flag bearers who are representing not just the country you came with, but what unit you have. You're supposed to leave with who brought you to the dance, so it helps you keep with the group you came with. I always wondered about the white pants, though. I feel like white pants are really setting you up for filthy uniforms.
Filthy uniforms, yeah. Highly visible, too.
Well, especially when you're hundreds of miles away. But you do actually have a pretty big second file of people that are providing services. Yeah. Someone's got to set up all the tents. Someone's got to make
Cook
the food.
Yeah.
I mean, even like groups of prostitutes that would follow the soldiers, service them later on. Right? You have a whole city that kind of follows up behind them.
Again, invading Russia, never a good idea. Napoleon did, and they lost most of their troops, and part of that had to do with not having supplies.
Well, these are pretty long supply chains, right? If you're just invading like your neighbors, maybe it's not so bad. But when Napoleon decides to go after Moscow, getting there and then the Muscovites burning Moscow down, you've got nothing left there for you.
To the ladder, move.
Oh, he actually sounds like he has a French accent.
To the ladder, move.
To the ladder.
I mean, that's fun. You can play with people from all over the world
Yeah.
with your shared love of Napoleon.
Why is he kicking the drummer boy?
Oh. Oops. Oh, but he died. Well, that's accurate.
Yeah.
General, no offense, but you're over 100 meters out for a shot at this range. You're never gonna hit anything.
He's right.
I know, it's just symbolic. I'm gonna hit the tree, boys. Careful. You may die. Sir, I'm in the tree. What do I do?
Trees are tough.
They're serenading their soldiers.
I mean, that's still important today, right? You can pump music into your helmet while you're on the battlefield. Africa by Toto.
Canadian bacon. I'm loving these names here. Un-American cheeseburger. Oh,
Uh-oh.
just got stormed by a cavalry.
Friendly fire.
Oh, was it?
I think it might have been friendly fire. Oh, but you can have a bagpipe. I don't know how much the Scots would really want to be participating in this, but...
Probably great. Oh, there's a drummer boy without a drum. Oh.
It only takes 6 inches to drown, so... Oh.
Just hanging out, playing music, as you do in the middle of war.
That's the Brokeback Mountain version of the game.
Have a good day.
See, what is this site?
I know, it looks like Palmyra or something.
Yeah.
Like they're in like a archaeological site. Yeah, it does look like they're in like somewhere in the Middle East or something.
Yeah, which is strange.
I mean, Napoleon was obsessed with Constantinople.
Yeah, I know he did time in the military in Egypt, but that was before he declared himself consul and then emperor.
I like how this guy's using his horse as the weapon itself.
Yeah, not sure how that fares for accuracy, but I do think being charged by cavalry wielding a sword would have been a real threat, especially if you were in the middle of reloading.
And the cavalry is almost like a leftover of knights. Those are the people who are the high-ranking people. Those are the people who have titles and have grown up around horses and have really well-trained horses. So certainly you'd be battling from a horse. People are carrying swords, but that's a huge loss. Horses don't grow up that quickly, and these are very well-trained ones. So you don't want to sacrifice them. You want as many horses and people who are trained to ride them to survive the battle. So they're used very strategically and sparingly, and often in these sort of games, right? You're showing them just being totally massacred. But imagine how much time and money gets lost every time one of these horses dies. It's assuming that these boots are very comfortable. I don't know about running over long distances.
Yeah, the amount of running that they do also is maybe questionable. I mean, Napoleon's Grand Army was known for its maneuverability, but I don't know if they just ran everywhere. Of course, how unexciting would it be to play a game where you're just like walking forever?
Right, and then just doing only like lining up and
Yeah, that's boring. This melee fighting is much more interesting, I'm sure, you know, as a player of the game.
Nations at War is quite a melee.
It is quite a melee. It had all of the things you'd expect.
And it seems like the community really enjoys playing it.
Oh yeah, they're having a great time.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, you can check out Gameology's YouTube or Facebook.
Well, this whole thing of the Napoleonic complex or whatever, because he was such a short man, he was about 5'7", which was pretty average for that time period.
Yeah, it's the way that we like rewrite the history after people have died. The person who takes over the next dynasty needs to vilify the previous one.